goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right, 97, ready.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Bucs had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Ready? 10 cycles.
Mariota going to change the play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding up for everyone else to help him out.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Let's get that touch. 6, 7.
Mariota now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on third down. This crowd will frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second down pass play there, but it's
My first thought is because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him play balls like this before. How about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
after an incomplete pass on second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
The Eagles send out their punter now.
Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Get all the way. Real green. Ready?
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
Right, 97.
Now Mariota. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, two good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Mariota to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth.
Let's go. Yellow, one. Hey, go Fury. Hut.
They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
But that's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game on the football, but also I'd get a lot of help out there.
Yeah, you know it pretty well. You know, he's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. We don't see this often. Two first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is what is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a first and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point to get down the middle. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
A.J. Brown.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To throw Mariota.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Right back to him on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Oh, yeah? We got more where that came from.
Here we go. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mariota going to change the play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he pulls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers
Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. These guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go play action with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining. What will be the final action of this first half?
First half, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got him in, complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards.
Things are looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Down the right sideline.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. Make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Play action now, Mariota.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On play action, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they can play, I expect them to
shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly wanted to push that ball. As soon as he released the throw, he was there to slam it shut.
This offense in desperate need of conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Okay, ready?
The offense on third down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
On the double.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Mariota.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And quickly, they get to the line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kadarius Toney.
69 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Hurts will throw.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mariota now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mariota's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
1st down, here's White. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's out to the flat for Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here's 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Now still maybe want to think about letting that play clock run a little here. It's 2nd down.
Buying time to his left.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the 1st down.
Back to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now. Because I think they're going to try.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mariota.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Here we go.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota.
Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you
possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot. And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, and a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Point after try forthcoming. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Buccaneers are going to hang on. On the final play, they get the turnover to seal this football game. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out of the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Buccaneers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.